Hi everyone, welcome to Chat Jamaican. First, I just want to take the opportunity to, big up two YouTube channels that has always been supporting me. Fire Read, big up yourself, and also Dwight from the Dwight Cooking Show. And I hope, guys, that you may just go and support them. Great YouTubers. All right, so I just want to get straight to the point on the matter of Mr. Williams, and we're all aware of Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams was a gentleman that Chat Jamaican had visited, the gentleman whom persons call the caveman. Okay, so on August 29, 2020, I was invited to view a cave, and the cave was located in Appleton in St. Elizabeth, Jamaica. And I took the opportunity to go because my channel enjoy exploring, and I want to take the opportunity to continue to explore and to know more and to showcase more about Jamaica. So that is how I end up down that side. And Mr. Prayag is the gentleman that you would see in the video that is giving me the guidance and the instructions to go by as I go throughout the day. Now, while leaving the big cave, I was told that there was a gentleman that was living around that area that lives in a cave, and the distance from where I was viewing the cave was about half an hour away from where the gentleman was living. So what I had done was to ask Ian and the Ninja, those were the two persons that were accompanying me, to take me to the gentleman, or let us try our best to find the home so that we can see if he would take the opportunity to have a discussion with Chat Jamaican. Upon visiting Mr. Williams, I was saddened by his condition. I was very disappointed with the way how he was living, and I wasn't happy. And I asked him if he wanted, I explained the channel to him and asked if he would want the opportunity to be, for me to showcase him in order for him to get some help. And he said that he's willing to be a part of the Chat Jamaican. So that's when I then take the opportunity to interview Mr. Williams. Now, Mr. Williams' condition and his story has allowed me to cry. And I cried not one time, not two times, and it could be three or more times, because one, I went there and I had the experience, and sometimes when you go and you witness situation like this, you will end up becoming a part of the experience, and the experience will affect you. So that was one challenge that I had, which led me to become emotional. And another challenge is, while editing, it was so difficult for me to do the editing, because while editing I have to be re-listening to the story over and over and over. So it allowed me to, have sleepless nights, and it also affected me in a case where I will get up and I will be saying, is this real? Does this really exist? Is this man in this condition for real? Right? So those were some of the concerns that I had. So it definitely had impacted on me. It had taken a toll on me. And, I am so grateful that I got the opportunity to share the story, and other persons are highlighting and now seeing Mr. Williams and his condition. Now, what were some of the steps that were taken by me? The first step that I took was I took pen and paper. Sorry, I didn't take pen and paper, but however, I had formulated an email. So I put an email together and I wrote to the JWN Foundation. And the JWN Foundation is a foundation that is set up by the Appleton estate in order to assist persons who are less fortunate or the needy, in order to assist them so that they can continue to, function in society, or it will the foundation is aimed at relieving some of the stress from some of the community members who have been impacted by either losing their jobs due to the estate being closed, or or any other impact that may affected a person that are within that vicinity or has been associated with the estate. And upon writing to them, I had also copy and paste the link to the video, and to ask them to take a look at it, view, and then share with me and give me an opinion as to whether or not they can assist and help Mr. Williams. The second step that was taken, I got the opportunity to speak with the chairman of the Jerry and Nephew Limited, and this is a group compare company, and his name is Mr. Clement Lawrence. And I was so grateful for the opportunity to speak with him, because this would have been a leeway for me to seek continued assistance and, continue to see how best Mr. Williams can be comforted. While speaking to Mr. Clement Lawrence, he had assured me that he's aware of the matter. He noted that he's aware of the matter and he's going to do his best to ensure that he helps Mr. Williams. Okay, so we have had a lengthy discussion and he has vowed to assist Mr. Williams. And when I say assist Mr. Williams, I'm speaking about see how best they can find housing or any other needs of assistance. So that is a concern that I had. I am so grateful that the Compare Group has taken the decision to assist and to help. What we need to know now, or what we need to note, is that it will not be a smooth process for the persons who will be helping. It will take some time because they will have to do their careful investigation and they will have to assess the matter, do their needs assessment, and they have to ensure that protocols are followed. So it is a matter that will have to take some time. I don't know how long. It could be next week or the week after, as well as it could be further following time or other time in the near future. But that is something that I don't know right now. So in the meantime, I just want to say thank you very much, Mr. Lawrence. Your help is truly appreciated. I also take the time to do a follow-up with Mr. Williams, and Mr. Williams had indeed indicated that persons had visited him from the estate and they had expressed their concerns and they're willing to help in the situation. They're willing to help according to the situation. So I am so happy that the investigation has started. On my side, I have only received $20 US, and this $20 US was donated by Lost Hair Boutique. This $20 US was donated by Lost Hair Boutique. So Lost Hair Boutique, I just want to thank you so much for the $20 that you have contributed, and soon I will update you as to what the money is being spent for in this video, so you will know what your money was used for. So Chat Jamaican and Mr. Williams truly want to thank you for that $20. Now that $20, remember this is on my side. Now that $20 amounts to 2,800 Jamaican dollars. On Ian's side, that is a tour guide that was seen, the person that knows where Mr. Williams live, that do the follow-up with Mr. Williams. He was given $100 US by Miss Yvonne Bailey, and Miss Yvonne Bailey lives in New Jersey. So Miss Yvonne Bailey, Chat Jamaican, and Ian and Mr. Williams, on behalf of us, we just want to thank you for that $100 US. That $100 US amount to 12,800 Jamaican dollars. So with the 12,800 Jamaican dollars that we had gotten, plus the $2,800, it gives a total of 15,600 Jamaican dollars. And throughout this feature, I will share with you what the 15,600 Jamaican dollars was used for. Now, Mr. Williams had expressed that he needed a lamp, so the money was used to purchase a lamp. It was used to purchase kerosene oil for the lamp too. Now we paid 1,000 Jamaican dollars for the lamp, and we had taken the lamp around there. We had spent $500 on the kerosene oil, and we paid $1,000 for the slippers. And in total of the groceries, the groceries come to about 10,000 Jamaican dollars, where we had gotten the necessities that are needed in order for him to function. 5,000 Jamaican dollars was given to him, and this money now will help for him to use and to spend and to go on the road and to purchase what it is that he need in order to carry on and to continue to do. So in total, all of that came to 17,500 Jamaican dollars. Also, some other personal items were given to him, such as like a pillow, sheet, and all of that, but those were personal stuff. Those were private stuff on my end. So Mr. Williams, I don't know if you still want to contribute, but I made sure that I played my part in contributing to him and ensuring that, I will continue to do the follow-up and to ensure that all goes well. Okay, so when we visited Mr. Williams, he was not there, but because of where I was living, I had ensured that I tell community members to let him know that I was coming down. However, when I got to his home, he was not there. But items, they were left there in his hut, and I know that he had seen them because I had contacted Ian, and Ian had told me that he had indicated that he had seen the items, and he's grateful for all that was being done for him. So in the meantime, Mr. Williams is happy for what had taken place so far. Okay, so what I want to make clear is that going forward, I do not want anyone to contact me redonation, whether financially or you're donating thing. Do not contact me. However, I want you to contact Ian Prayog. And Ian Prayog, he's a very determined fellow. He wants to help. He's a community helper, and he wants to see the best for Mr. Williams. Now, in the meantime, what I will do though is to do my follow-up with Mr. Ian, with Mr. Prayog, and I will ensure that Mr. Prayog is guided, and if he needed any help or any support as to his continued volunteerism to assist, I will see how best I can work with him. But for now, I don't want you to make any contact with me in terms of donation, in terms of any form of financial help, nothing as to that sort. Now, for Mr. Prayog number, his telephone number is 876-581-4996. His number is 876-581-4996, and Mr. Prayog is more than willing to assist. So he's a great fellow that's in the community, and he visits Mr. Williams often. Now, my job going forward is to do the follow-up with the Campari group, is to do the follow-up with the chairman, and to get the updates and the information as it regards to Mr. Williams, him getting a house, and also getting, if it's even a piece of land where we can lobby for some plyboards and anything of that nature that will help to put up a one-bedroom structure. So that is what I am focused on doing. For now, Mr. Williams' only concern is to get a roof over his head. He's adamant that that is what he wants, and I do hope that things will work out and he will get the opportunity to move into, if it's even a one-bedroom structure. So I have to depend on the estate for that support. I have to depend on them for their guidance, and I have to do the follow-up in order to see what the outcome will be. Now, just an update on Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams is overwhelmed right now. He's in a state of shock. because he's not used to seeing people like myself. He's not used to seeing people wanting to assist, and he's not used to seeing somebody popping up by him just to find out if everything is well. So he expressed his concerns that he's wondering if it's real, he's wondering if it's true, and most times he will say, look how long me run, yes I suffer, look how long me run, yes I suffer, and he will say things like that. But what I had to do was to just give him some psychosocial support. So what I had to do was just to say everything will work out, everything will be fine, but things will not happen now. So what you need to do, Mr. Williams, is just learn to wait, learn to have a little bit of patience, and then everything else will come after. So I have to give him a little bit of psychosocial support, and I do hope that the little that I do will be of help, so that he can continue to have hope and continue to be strong and continue to believe that he will get that roof that he needs over his head. One of the highlighted time is me trying to get Mr. Williams into my car, because what I wanted to do, I wanted to take him to a barber that is in a nearby community to have him trim, you know, just to trim him up and let him feel a little bit welcome and mingled in society. But Mr. Williams refused. He did not want to get into the car. He did not want to come. And he has assured me that the representatives from the Compare group were going to come back. So he has high hopes and waiting on them, waiting to see them. But I'm telling you, man, Mr. Williams was afraid of my car. He did not want to come inside of the car, you know, and I thought that it was an opportunity to take him to get a little bit of trim up and to get a little bit of support and to bring him out into the world. But he don't want that. Mr. Williams told me that all he needs is a roof over his head. So he doesn't want to be out, or, you know, but you have to think about it. He has been living around there for the past 32 years. So it's around there has become his comfort zone. And I must assure you that he does mingle, he does come into the community, he does talk to others, but it's not a case where most times he will walk on the road. Mr. Williams will walk through the bushes in order to get to where he's going. The few times that he will walk on the road was if he want to cross the road, you know. So we just have to understand and to know that he has become so used to that type of living that the living has become a part of him. So all we can do is just to try and fulfill his wishes in giving him the roof over his head that he asks for, and then let him continue to live his life the way how he has been living it, because that is what he has become used to. That is what he talks about. He talks about his farming, his food, his everything that he does. So he's just an overwhelming person at this moment, and he's grateful, joyful, but he does not believe that this is happening. I don't know why he doesn't believe, but he does not believe that all of this is happening at this moment. But I am hopeful that I told him, I give him the little psychosocial. So I said to him that you just have to learn to wait. You just have to hold on, and then everything else that is required and that you have asked for will come onto you. So he's hopeful and waiting. Now, I definitely assure Mr. Williams that everything will be fine. But for now, what I want to say to you is to thank you for watching Chat Jamaican. Little more. I will also give you another update on Mr. Williams when information becomes available. But in the meantime, thank you again for watching Chat Jamaican. Little more. Bye-bye. Take care.